What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm here, as always, with John, Luke, and Josh, and we finally have the whole Fun Friday crew back together. Tim and Eric are back with us. How's it going, guys? Glad to have you both back on at the same time.
Feels good. I've missed my Fun Fridays, especially Fun Fridays with Tim.
It's not a fully Fun Friday if Tim's not involved. You need a little Tim Minshew. That stash is extra stashy today, Tim.
Yeah, I know.
Stashy.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good. It looks better than I thought it was going to look. I'm keeping it. I'll keep it.
You're like, damn it, I was going for gross. Oh, well.
Yeah, I know, but it just turned out sexy again.
Don't you hate
that? Going full Gardner Minshew.
Hate it.
Guys, if you want to see Tim's evolution of the stash, you can find all of our past Fun Friday streams with Tim on our YouTube channel and on Twitch. We're Front Yard Fantasy on both. Eric hasn't had any facial hair transformations, but he looks good as always. You don't mess with perfection, so he doesn't mess with the way he looks. Me, Josh,
maybe eventually get a fundraiser going, like raise money and people get to choose how Tim shaves his beard / stash.
I thought you were gonna say we raise money just for Eric to keep his beard perfectly groomed.
Yeah, there's a fundraiser for Simon to get facial hair plugs, so I can actually go
facial hair plugs.
So does it just not grow at all, or is it just like
it doesn't grow here or above?
Just the neck.
Or above here. Yeah, I get just straight
or here.
Yeah, it doesn't grow. It doesn't grow anywhere around here at all.
I'm smooth all over.
So Dylan's coming in with this. He just saw a sitcom we missed yesterday, The Good Place. Never seen it. Actually, never heard of it.
It's really good.
It is good. So, I thought about adding it. But it feels like a little bit. I don't know. It feels a little different than most sitcoms, and I figured that not everyone has seen it, so I didn't include it.
We'll do another bracket one day that's best sitcoms that feel a little different. That's what we'll do today.
New Girl could win that one.
Yeah.
Today, before we don't even have time to debate the results of that last bracket because we've got 5 people voting on 2 different brackets today. We need to get in as soon as we can. Tim, I don't even know if you knew we were doing brackets today instead of Whiplash.
I'm excited.
What we are doing,
get ready.
We're going to determine the best dynasty wide receiver. So there's a little bit of ambiguity in the term best. So you can take that however you feel. Whether that's the person you have number 1, the one you think's most talented, whatever criteria you want, you argue it when it's your turn to vote, and we'll advance them on. And then the other one we're doing is best animated comedy. We were just doing animated shows, and then I was like, Jay was like, what about Jimmy Neutron? And I was like, oh shit, what about all these kids shows? And then we were like, what about Samurai Jack? We were like, okay, but that's not a comedy. So we narrowed it down. These are just adult animated comedies that we're going through today. And I know there's going to be some we missed. There's going to be some we left off. Don't worry. There will be more animated show brackets coming, but we had to fit 16 in there, and these are the 16 we came up with.
Guys, this is my wheelhouse. This animated show. These are my favorite kind of shows. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am obsessed with pretty much every single one of these shows we're about to talk about later. So
I have not seen like half of them. So
that means you get to argue as hard as you can.
Yes, I'm going to be extra vehement this time.
It makes it even more fun that way.
It does make it fun.
But you have heard about these wide receivers, I assume.
Some of them.
And just so everyone knows, I did not choose these guys. I just went based on the top 16 dynasty ranked wide receivers on Fantasy Pros. Those are the numbers we went with. I'm sure there's some that got left off that you think deserve to be in the conversation, but those are the 16 we went with, and those are the 16 we're going to argue between.
That sounds fair enough.
Sean says Archer better be on there. Well, you better
Archer.
Find out. We will see. It's on there. I don't want to.
It's on there.
Archer is on there. What's up, Sean? What's up, Jay? Glad to have you here.
Listen up, guys. I think Sean and I are best friends, just so you guys know. By the way, I don't know. I feel like we have a lot of similar interests and hobbies and things.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
I want to hang out sometime.
Won't remember it.
How this is going to work, Tim, Eric, JL, Josh, we're going to go in order from top to bottom voting, and we're going to start. Josh gets the first vote on the first round, and then the next round, JL's going to vote first. Tim's going to vote first in the next round. Eric's going to vote first in the next round, so on and so forth. Some of these, especially the first round matchups, are probably going to be sweeps. We'll see what happens. But if there's a lot of reasoning there, go ahead and give it. If it's an easy decision, just tell us, like, this isn't even a contest, and we'll go ahead. G-Man J says, I just joined Rick and Morty. Better be on the list. Josh made sure Rick and Morty was on the list. So don't worry.
It was already on there, but I verified, double checked.
The fantasy talk. We're here for the animated show.
Exactly. Move it along.
Okay, I say we jump straight in. Everyone watching, make sure you tell us how stupid or wrong we are, or how smart we are if we agree with you. Your opinions are just as important. You just don't get a vote this time. Sorry. Josh, wait, let me go ahead and start this bracket.
Good.
Start tournament.
Now putting it up there. Let's go, buddy. Yep.
Okay. Josh, you get the first vote. The very first matchup is Devonte Adams, and I put their ages next to them just so you guys had some context, versus Keenan Allen.
Genius idea, Simon. I did not notice that at first. You gave me probably the easiest matchup one here, however. Devonte Adams. I'm not even going to talk about it. If you guys want to talk about it. Go ahead.
JL?
Devonte Adams.
Tim?
Yeah, I'm glad you specified, because I thought that's how many letters they wanted their names to have in them. But Devonte Adams is the right answer.
Okay. Devonte Adams. I just think he wanted a lot of extra S's.
There's so many S's.
Eric?
I'm just going to give Keenan one vote so he doesn't feel like he got shut out.
Well, why? Just give me a quick why you love Keenan Allen then.
He's good for like a monster fantasy game, like every once in a while.
And Justin Herbert. Herbert's a good argument if you want to make that. You know, Herbert maybe turns into like the best quarterback ever.
Jay says we're all stupid and wrong. Yeah, I completely agree. Eric, I'm glad you gave the pity vote to Keenan Allen, because I was going to do it if you didn't. Not because I believe he's better than Devonte Adams, just because he's so continuously disrespected. He didn't deserve to lose 5-0. 4-1 seems about right.
I wish he wasn't matched up against Devonte Adams. You know,
he's so disrespected. I traded Devonta Freeman to get him. That's how this.
I traded for him in all our leagues except. Sorry, Tim, you're not in there, but everyone else we're in there, and I traded for Keenan Allen. I would love for you to be in there.
Just
Tim.
threw a little
we
dig in
my
there,
brother with Tim.
Yeah.
Fantasy Scholars, what's up?
We
Happy
totally
Friday.
I think we should.
Oh, did JL just go like half screen running, half screen not running?
Yeah. This is very weird. Like the right side of your face is still, and
it
the
does
left
this. It's
not.
face off. It does.
That's
it does mean
crazy.
face off.
Kev, bird up.
Bird up.
Okay, we are on to the next one, which is a little bit more interesting. Devonte Adams got through easily. We've got Calvin Ridley, 26 years old, rising star, versus Michael Thomas, 27 years old. JL, I believe you were next, but your face is gone, so we're going to skip you. And Tim, you get the first vote on this one. Are you voting for Calvin Ridley or Michael Thomas? Best dynasty wide receiver.
So I am 100% biased in this question, and my answer is going to be Calvin Ridley. But yeah, I'm going to throw a little bit of uncertainty with the Drew Brees maybe retire, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I don't really care about all that nonsense. I'm still going Calvin Ridley. Matt Ryan is going to have a season to remember next year. The Falcons are going all the way until they lose to the Finns in the title game. So that's what's happening. You heard it here first.
Wow. It was just a Calvin Ridley, Michael Thomas debate, but you went all out there.
Go Browns. I don't know where that came from, but I love it. Go freaking Browns.
Yeah. Whatever.
Browns are going to lose to the Finns.
Is this my cousin? Is this my cousin Madeline saying "Go Browns"? I hope so. That'd be funny. Eric, we'll come to you next. Calvin Ridley or Michael Thomas, best dynasty wide receiver?
I don't know. So my gut was going to go with Ridley, but I'm still confident that maybe Thomas can figure it out. He had a weird season, and let's not forget, what did he have? 150 receptions last year, something like that. They're basically the same age. I'm going to take my chance he can rebound because I think he's a better receiver at his best, although Ridley's very good. Michael
Thomas, all tied up. I guess I'll go next, JL. We're going to come all the way back around to you after this. We just skipped your turn. This one's tough for me. If someone offered me, like, if I had to pick one of these guys straight up in a dynasty draft, I'm probably picking Calvin Ridley, and that's where my vote's going to go. Maybe that's just recency bias, but if you put me on the clock and both these guys were available, top two wide receivers, I'm gonna draft Calvin Ridley over Michael Thomas. Josh,
man, this is a tough one. It might be the toughest one in the first round for me. It really is.
Those 9-8 matchups are always tough.
JL, Simon and I are in a draft right now, and I'll tell you guys, Calvin Ridley got drafted a decent amount ahead of Michael Thomas.
I thought that you were saying, I thought you were talking to me, and you were like, JL, Simon and I are in a draft right now. I was like,
yeah.
Sons of bitches.
JL, Simon and I. But yeah. But honestly, and maybe I'm a little biased, I was not a huge Calvin Ridley fan when he came out. I thought he was like kind of elevated because of what Julio Jones can do. And I think he proved that wrong. I think he's a great receiver. I would take Michael Thomas in a dynasty league over him still. I think he's a little bit more talented and not that much older.
We got our first 2-2 tie going into the 5th vote. JL, we might have skipped you at the wrong time. You have the deciding vote. Who is the better dynasty wide receiver, Calvin Ridley or Michael Thomas?
First of all, happy Friday, fantasy scholars.
Happy Friday.
And hey, Swamp.
We already burned up, Kev.
No, sorry.
We'll double burn him up.
I was having a stroke.
Yeah, that might be what happened. Also, Sean thinks the vote should go to MT. What's up? I hope you missed the talks of your brother voting to kick you out of the Dynasty League.
No, we're replacing
you might be coming right after that.
We're replacing you with Tim.
And what's up, Swamp? Who that? You might have an opinion on this one.
Actually, real fast, Jordan has a really good team. Actually, so
he does.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, JL. We stalled for you a little bit with those comments. What are you doing here?
I think I am one that thinks Michael Thomas will rebound, but I don't think that's enough to overcome Calvin Ridley. So I'm going Calvin Ridley here. Just age,
yikes,
situation. It's all trending up for him.
Yeah, Michael Thomas. He's not gonna have Drew Brees. No one mentioned that yet. I don't think.
Who's the better value?
He probably won't have
that.
Who's the better value? MT for sure.
Yeah, right now, Michael Thomas, I would agree with that. I think he is a better value in drafts. I got him in like the 4th round of our Dynasty startup.
Last pick of the 4th round. Last
pick of the 4th round. It was like that's insane.
Crazy. It's insane.
As Eric said, Eric made just 2 seasons ago. He got 150 receptions. Is that like that's absolute insanity.
I do have to say it's a 10-man Superflex dynasty, so quarterbacks are drafted super high, and it's 10-man, so it's end of the 4th round is probably like in a 12-man, like beginning of the 4th or end of the 3rd, but Superflex, so but still,
Ridley is damn good. It's just a shame that Michael Thomas was a 1st-round casualty right here. That kind of hurts a little bit. But JL, we're gonna come back to you for the next matchup, and I feel like this one's actually going to be a little contentious too. This is AJ Brown, age 23, versus CD Lamb, age 21. Who is the better dynasty wide receiver?
This is fun. I'm having fun, guys.
No, yikes.
Oh. God, I don't know. I know Josh is going to hate me if I don't go AJ Brown.
I was the biggest supporter of CD Lamb yesterday when he won most talented rookie. I believe I voted him every single time, and I believe he is the most talented rookie. So we'll see.
Brown's not a rookie.
We'll see.
I think I'm going AJ Brown here.
Oh, and J Fuse 2 agrees with you. He thinks AJ Brown all day.
All day, Winston.
And J Fuse 2 has both of them on their dynasty league.
Tim, AJ Brown or CD Lamb?
Mine's pretty easy. CD helps me remember the alphabets, especially in the early stages of the alphabet. Keeps me locked and loaded. So
a little bit at the end stages of the alphabet.
Exactly. After B, I actually heard his name was going to be BCD, and then F is his middle name. So I'm going CD Lamb. Talented.
But they forgot the E, Tim. You said F was his middle name.
Well, because it's EF.
Yeah.
Oh,
you just left that.
Yeah. So that means CD.
Gotcha. So 1-1 so far. Eric, AJ Brown or CD Lamb?
Sorry, I'm just practicing my ABC, CDEL. I got to go with AJ Brown. I think he's a monster. I think CD could still be better. We'll see what he's like with Dak back, but I love AJ Brown. I think he's a beast.
Well, Fantasy Scholars agrees with you. They say AJ is becoming an elite receiver. I guess that makes it my pick. Man, this is a really tough one for me. This one hurts a little bit. This is almost tougher than the last one, I think. I'm stalling.
You know who's also elite? I'll just give you time to stall. You know who else is elite? This guy.
Flacco? Yep.
No, of course.
No, but he's good. He was a very good quarterback for the Ravens.
Just based on what I think they're going to become. Again, I'm going to go based on the criteria. If I was on the clock and I was drafting one of these two guys, I'm taking CeeDee Lamb.
Wow,
we voted him most talented rookie yesterday.
No,
Josh, this one's coming
I
down
was
to you.
so confident you were going to go with AJ Brown there. Listen, I deep in my heart, I believe CeeDee Lamb is going to be a top 5 receiver one day. But guess what? AJ Brown, in my mind, is a top 5 receiver today in a run-heavy offense. I got to go AJ Brown here because I would take him in a dynasty league first. I absolutely would.
Man,
and that's so difficult. So difficult.
Okay, well. This next one, we've got Allen Robinson.
I'm just over here thinking that Tim like remembers his ABCs: A, B, C, D, little lamb, little lamb.
And then it goes into Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It covers
perfect.
all my bases.
And then it ends with WAP, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I'm real fast.
Still don't know which way.
It's
after North.
Yeah. He didn't even have knees, and he still did. Yeah. Do you see his tweet? He said they told me week 2 that I wouldn't play the rest of the season. He ended up playing, I think, most games and made the Pro Bowl, had a fantastic year. I had 2 surgery on both his knees.
Yep.
It's Eric's turn to start this one. We've got Allen Robinson versus DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, because you went and then JL went. Now it's Eric. So we're going to go back to normal after this one. Tim, so you will get to be a tiebreaker. I don't know if it's going to come to that.
I know.
Eric, Allen Robinson or DeAndre Hopkins, ages 27 and 28.
I think the answer is obvious. Until the Ravens sign Allen Robinson, I'm going DeAndre Hopkins.
And that would be such a good signing.
DeAndre Hopkins is arguably the most talented receiver in the NFL. And he's got a stud young quarterback. I love Allen Robinson's talent, but it's DeAndre Hopkins. Josh?
I truly believe Allen Robinson has elite talent, but not in an elite situation whatsoever. And let's see what happens with him. But DeAndre Hopkins, I think, is in a pretty elite situation, elite talent. DeAndre Hopkins.
JL?
Come on.
And I can go ahead and add Tim's vote as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody votes Allen Robinson.
First sweep.
It's our first sweep. Sorry, Allen Robinson. You're good, but you just went up against one of the GOATs. Or the greatest of all. Greatest of all right now. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was too early. GOAT of this bracket. Shoot. Okay, so it is my turn to go first.
23-year-old.
I had pair of 23-year-olds. I truly believe both of them have elite talent. DJ Moore had a disappointing season, but dude, DK Metcalf is a freaking beast of a human. A lot of people's number 1 overall dynasty wide receiver. I'm sorry, DJ. I got to go DK Metcalf here. I believe in you, and I think you're being a little bit undervalued right now. This is directly to DJ in case he's watching. But when you compare to someone like DK Metcalf, I would take DK Metcalf over you every single time in a draft.
So real fast, DJ Moore, I was hyped on DJ Moore coming into last year. He had a fine season, don't get me wrong, but it scares me the way they used him. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the Ron Rivera offense. I don't know if DJ Moore is what I thought he was going into last year. Let's just put it that way. I don't know if he's an elite talent. DK Metcalf, I do believe that is DK Metcalf.
On the last one, Sean J, both think that DeAndre Hopkins is the correct answer. We nailed it there. But then Fantasy Scholars says just wait until Watson joins the Bears and A-Rob re-signs. That might change the conversation a little bit if you had Deshaun Watson throwing on the ball. But
14 personnel boys will just lose it.
Oh, they would go absolutely insane if Deshaun Watson.
The Bears to the playoffs.
The Bears.
Is it funny? I read that as resigns.
I
read it that way too.
Watson's in. I'm out.
Just wait until A-Rob resigns. Sean says Metcalf for sure. Well,
wait, how poetic would it be if they sign or if they get Watson though? After they passed up on him in the draft?
That would be kind of funny. They would probably have to pay. I would just like to see what the total price ended up being for them to get
if I was
Watson.
Watson, I'd be like, screw you, Bears.
Screw you, Bears.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
Fantasy Scholars Metcalf is an absolute monster. JL, it's your vote. Do you agree with them, or are you going DJ Moore?
I do. I like Metcalf a lot. I feel like I am not as certain as everyone else. Yeah, that he's like, going to be wide receiver 1 for years and years and years to come. I'm not saying he won't be. I feel like I haven't seen enough for myself to be convinced that. But I'm still going Metcalf here.
Okay. Sorry, I'm taking off my hoodie and didn't want to accidentally flash anybody. That's why my camera's off for a second.
I don't want to see that.
Tim, DK Metcalf versus DJ Moore. Who are you taking?
Yeah, I'll take the giant superhuman that can run like 27 miles an hour, chasing somebody down and tackle him. So yeah, easy money. Easy money.
Fantasy
easy
too,
money.
So
put it to 4.
Eric, is this going to be another sweep, or are you going with DJ Moore here?
Well, if this were a bracket of most confusing and untrustworthy players of 2020, I think I'd choose DJ Moore. And he, I think his talent's still there. He could still edge us out in the long run, but I'm going DK. He's a beast. DK. Have you seen his body?
I've seen his
body. That picture coming out of college of all the wide receivers in the same room and DK Metcalf standing there.
Him and AJ Brown, right?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the whole wide receiver class in the same workout room, and then DK Metcalf looks twice the size of every single one of them. It's holy shit.
Yeah, isn't AJ Brown the one standing next to him?
He probably is, and AJ Brown is looks massive on the football field.
I was gonna say, whenever I went back and looked at that photo recently, and I was like, oh, for some reason in my head, AJ Brown looked a lot tinier back then.
No, he's shorter.
He's short. He's definitely smaller, but not that much.
AJ Brown is stocky as hell for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Dylan says, we saw you in the bathtub. You can take off your hoodie.
That is true. Wow, that's a great point. I wish one of us said that.
Oh, man. Yeah, you won that one. That's the comment.
God.
Top today. Good job, Dylan. Fantasy Scholar says, have you seen that guy's pecs? Yeah, they're bigger than my entire torso.
Possible not to see.
And just, I can't even imagine how big he must be, like, standing next to him, because, like, I remember the first time I saw Sammy Watkins up close in real life, I just stood next to him and I was like, how are you and I both people? Like, because you are so much more muscular and just bigger than me. Like, your leg's bigger than my torso. And DK Metcalf makes Sammy Watkins look like a little boy.
Yeah.
It's got to be terrifying to even be near DK. But we are on to the next one.
NBA players real fast, though. Sorry. Go on.
You're good. We're on to the next one. Terry McLaurin versus Justin Jefferson. I forget who went first with that one. Was that you, Eric?
I think it was you, Simon.
Did I go first? I did go first. Josh, you're up. Terry McLaurin versus Justin Jefferson. Who is the better dynasty wide receiver?
This one hits my heart. I know Justin Jefferson's going to win this one. I know he's going to win this one. And I almost want to vote Terry McLaurin. I love Terry McLaurin. I think he is probably a better talent, but the situation and you got to go Justin Jefferson. I'm going to go Justin Jefferson. I would draft him high.
Yeah, this is not most talented like it was yesterday. This is
if it was most talented, I think I would go Terry McLaurin. I really would.
I can't say I disagree with you, but
I would.
JL, what are you doing here?
I'm going Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Okay, Tim.
Yeah, Justin J, and it's not as close for me. I just think he's really good.
Eric, are you adding to the tally, or are you going the other way here?
I can't trust the Washington football team, so
yeah,
Justin Jefferson.
Again, I wish he was most talented because I think Terry McLaurin might win this from what I'm hearing.
If I was going first, I would definitely vote Justin Jefferson, but just because I don't think Terry deserves to get swept here, I really, really like Terry McLaurin. I agree with you, Josh. I think he is the more talented receiver, but I just don't know what's going on there. I'm voting Terry just to give him one little point there, but
you know what's going on, Simon. It's the Washington football team. Come on.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. You don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they'll get Deshaun.
Jimmy went scared.
Yeah, right. I feel like Deshaun just will be like, nah.
I feel like Deshaun
all my cousins.
I feel like Deshaun could win a Super Bowl. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to say all my cousins somehow found the stream today. I didn't send it to them. Maybe they got it from my mom or but welcome in, Jimmy.
Hey, Mom.
What were you saying, Eric?
I was going to say my opinion of like the Washington football team is that Deshaun could probably win a Super Bowl anywhere, but if he goes to Washington, he'll probably be out of the league in a year. So that's just like the Washington luck, right?
No, it's not luck. Yeah, no. Whenever.
Well, you're right. It's not.
Dan Snyder. It's Dan
consistent.
Snyder.
It's Dan Snyder. Yeah.
Yes.
Whenever Deshaun was going into the draft, I remember people were asking me because I was a Washington fan, like, "Oh, do you want him to go to Washington?" I was like, "No, hell no, I don't want him to go to Washington." Like, they ruin quarterbacks. That's what they do.
I mean, he might be Dwayne Haskins if he had been there, right? Like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's so toxic there. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
JL, I know you said you've never watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, but the Snyders have a role in that show, and they portray them beautifully. And at one point, they're trying to convince them to change the name of the then Redskins, but they loved that they were getting money from people burning their jerseys. They were like, we get money every time they buy it. So they convinced them to change it by saying, we'll change it to something that'll piss more people off. So the new name of the Washington football team in that show is the Washington Gun Takers.
Gun Takers. I like it.
Okay, we are on to the next one. Stefon Diggs versus Chris Godwin. JL, you're going first in this.
Why is it always me when it's hard?
That's what she said.
Does that make sense?
We both
Yeah,
said
it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, actually.
Who's the better dynasty wide receiver, Stefon Diggs or Chris Godwin?
I hate this question. What is the number next to? Oh, is that their age?
That's their age. Yeah, Stefon is 27. Chris Godwin is 24.
It's their weight.
27. Very little, itty bitty.
That's kilograms. No one knows how to do that kind of conversion.
It's like times 2.
Jay says this is the toughest one yet.
Yeah, you. Who are you telling, Jay?
I'm gonna still go with AJ Brown versus CeeDee Lamb stuffer for me. But actually, no. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going with you.
I love that. I love that no one responded to Josh. And he goes, "Yeah, you're right."
I'll stop stalling. Who are you taking here?
Can we talk about Josh some more?
We got to get moving. We have a whole animated
I
show
would love to talk about myself, but
I'm going Godwin. It's so close, and age is the biggest thing here. I'm just going Godwin.
Okay, Tim.
Godwin, not close.
Wow.
Okay, Eric.
I'm really torn. I want to say Godwin, but I'm going to go with the recent performance. I'm still unsure about Godwin with all the weapons in that team, and I think Diggs was just elite this year, so I'll give him a vote.
I'm Eric. I'm going to side with you. Slightly different reasoning. I don't know where Godwin's going to be next year. He's not necessarily going to be with the Buccaneers. There's a little bit of uncertainty there. Diggs is going to be in Buffalo with Josh Allen, what we saw this year, and I'm not looking for dynasty. I'm not looking at more than like a 2 to 3 year window. So I'm taking Stefon Diggs.
Now, flip side, that could help Godwin.
It could help.
It does depend where he goes, if he goes.
Eric, such a freaking good point. Because I was going to say this. Coming out of my mouth.
Gosh darn it.
Sean says Stefon Diggs, but this one is close. And Jay says you can make an argument either way. Hey, and that's what we're doing.
We
welcome back,
Swamp guy off of
the
screen. I mean, out of YouTube because he's doing weird things. But no, such a good point. It could actually improve his situation. I think Godwin's a great talent, and the age, man, Stefon Diggs, 1 year with Buffalo, but he's better. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Stefon Diggs.
Stefon Diggs advances 3-2 against Chris Godwin.
I know
Godwin could wind up in a crappy situation.
Are you happy that your vote lost?
No, you know what? I don't even mind.
Yeah.
I know I went Godwin, but
this is your boy.
I know that's what I'm saying. He's my man, so it's okay.
So I'm happy to see you, Tim, and he agrees with us. He says also Diggs.
I'm happy to see you too, Tim.
Chael voted first
I would draft Diggs above Godwin. You know.
Tim, your vote's first. I have a feeling this one's going to go pretty quick. Tyreek or Amari Cooper?
So mine is
going to go Amari Cooper. Tim's going to go Amari Cooper.
I'm going Amari Cooper because I truly do not know whether Tyreek will be in the NFL long term.
Because of his speed and stuff, or like off the field issues?
Speed, he'll just run right out of the league.
Exactly. That's exactly my thought. And maybe some off the field issues, but beyond that, I who knows?
It's not a bad point.
If I'm planning to have a receiver, Dak comes back,
it's best dynasty receiver, and how can you rely on your dynasty receiver if he doesn't play, right?
Eric,
exactly.
Tyreek or Amari Cooper?
Agreed. If this is a vote of character, I'm going Cooper, but No, I'm going Hill.
You're going Hill. Okay, Josh, Hill or Amari Cooper?
Sorry, I disagree.
Simon, I believe.
Oh, it's my vote. I completely forgot. Yeah, I'm going Tyreek Hill. Even if he plays,
yes.
I love Amari Cooper. Don't get me wrong, but I think Tyreek Hill is in conversation for number one.
Yeah,
Josh, JL,
Tyreek Hill.
4-1. Sorry, Tim.
That's
now
okay.
we are.
Your quick update. I did look up Stefan Diggs' contract. He is signed for 3 more years, but there's a potential out after 2021.
Okay, we'll see what happens. I imagine if he keeps performing like he is, there won't be an out.
I think it's more on Josh Allen. I don't think Stefan Diggs' talent was ever the question. It's just Josh Allen's ability to get him the ball like whenever he wants to, and he was able to do that this year.
Yep.
Eric, you got the first vote in this one. It's our first matchup of round 2. Devonte Adams versus Calvin Ridley.
Gotta go Adams. He's just a beast. I mean, maybe you get more value long term out of Ridley, but Adams is Adams.
I agree with you. I know he's 2 years older, but for the next 2 to 3 years, it doesn't matter. Devonte Adams. Josh?
Devonte Adams. I already talked about Calvin Ridley before. I like him, but not fully bought in.
JL?
Yep, Adams.
Tim?
Ridley.
I saw that one. Well, Devonte Adams advances. Now this one do I have the first vote on this one?
Do you?
I think so, right? Eric, did you just vote first on the last one? Oh God. This one hurts my feelings a little bit. AJ Brown is 5 years younger than DeAndre Hopkins. But you know what? I'm gonna
look at JL's camera.
It's never happened before you got here.
Cool. It kind of looks kind of cool, honestly.
Okay, you guys gave me a minute. In Dynasty, I don't look more than 2 to 3 years in advance because if you plan that far ahead, like there's so many moving pieces on a Dynasty roster. I think DeAndre Hopkins will continue to be one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver in the NFL and for fantasy. I'm going to go DeAndre Hopkins here, but it's very close. Josh?
AJ Brown, no doubt.
AJ Brown, no doubt. JL? Oh, you can still vote.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Tim?
Mine is AJ Brown, some doubt.
Fair enough.
Eric, you have the deciding vote. Is it AJ Brown or DeAndre Hopkins that's the better Dynasty wide receiver?
I would have picked Nuke, but I wanted to get a 2-2 split. We haven't had enough.
I think Hopkins is probably the higher draft pick, but I just think there's so much potential value in AJ Brown. And for him, I'm thinking more than 2 to 3 years out, even though I generally think 2 to 3 years out. So I'm going AJ Brown. Upset.
AJ Brown taking out DeAndre Hopkins.
Let's go.
Okay. Now this next one I'm a little curious about. We got 2 of the recent climbers to the top of the Dynasty rankings.
God.
And Josh, you are answering first. DK Metcalf versus Justin Jefferson, best Dynasty wide receiver.
Oh man, DK Metcalf.
JL?
I hate this.
Swamp, let's get wet. Sorry. Swamp came in. He's trying to get wet with us. So.
I guess
DK now it makes sense.
JL, you're scaring Maria with your camera issue. Did you say DK?
Yeah.
Tim?
Man, I want to say DK as well, but
you're trying to make it interesting.
Yeah, for that value, for that point only in the value right now in my dynasty heart, Justin Jefferson.
Okay. Eric, DK Metcalf or Justin Jefferson?
Dang, I don't know. I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson. I think there's some little bit of wild card to him. I think DK is really good, but I think Justin maybe hasn't. He was a rookie and he blew it up. So
no, I agree. It was not easy.
I've seen dynasty rankings in the past week from different people that have Justin Jefferson as the number 1 overall dynasty wide receiver and have DK Metcalf as the number 1 overall dynasty wide receiver. It's super close, but I'm going to go with the beast himself.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with DK Metcalf. I'm sorry, Justin Jefferson. I need to see a little bit more. Maybe after next year, we move you up a little bit. And now we are on to Stefan Diggs versus Tyreek Hill. And Josh, did you just answer first? Yeah. So JL, you're up.
JL,
I'm going Tyreek Hill.
Tim?
Ooh.
I'm going to go Diggs.
Wow.
Eric?
Hill.
I know we like 2-2 ties, but I'm going to go Tyreek Hill here as well.
Hill for me as well. Hill for me as well. Yeah.
4-1.
Tim can.
Okay.
I will never vote for you, Tyreek Hill. Never. Not in a million years.
That might screw him over in the end.
We're down to our final four. It is Devonte Adams, AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, and Tyreek Hill. This is where it gets really fun. So, Tim, you've got the first vote here. It is Devonte Adams versus AJ Brown. Who are you going with?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? AJ Brown. Why not? Why not? That's my reason.
He is 5 years younger. Eric, AJ Brown or Devonte Adams?
Dang. You know, I was gonna go Devonte Adams, but I'm just liking Tim's energy there. I think AJ Brown's gonna be really good. I mean, I don't know. I think if he's 5 years younger, let's take advantage of those 5 years.
2 votes for AJ Brown. Jimmy says Hill is unguardable. Then with Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball, it's pretty nasty there. So that makes it my vote. And I'm going to stick. I know he's 5 years older, but I just think he's an absolute monster. I'm going to go Devonte Adams. Josh, I know you.
He loves AJ Brown.
Oh my! I love AJ Brown. I love AJ Brown.
Swamp wants to give a moment for Justin Jefferson. He said, "Poor guy, poor Justin Jefferson."
Listen up, guys. I love AJ Brown, and I want to pick him. My heart's telling me to pick him. My brain's going the other way. I would pick Devonte Adams first. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be there for a few more years. Yeah, Devonte Adams.
JL?
Thank God, Josh. I'm going Devonte Adams.
Whew. Devonte Adams snuck out the win over AJ Brown, but it was close. Now,
I almost screwed it.
This one's kind of fun. DK Metcalf versus Tyreek Hill. Who voted first last time?
I did.
Okay, Eric. So you got the first vote on this one on the semifinal matchup: DK Metcalf versus Tyreek Hill. Swamp says DK. If you take his opinion into account,
you know,
redraft. I'm picking Hill. But my organization is one of integrity. Metcalf's a little younger. Let's go with DK.
Yes.
DK over Tyreek. Okay. Man, I just can't argue with the speed of Tyreek Hill with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. I'm gonna have to go Tyreek Hill here. Josh,
super duper close, the closest one yet, actually. DK
I
Metcalf.
think you're right. DK Metcalf. There's a lot of people in chat agreeing with you. We got JFuse2 saying DK as well, and then Swamp again. His vote counts twice. JL, DK or Tyreek?
I'm going with DK.
No,
it's over. Well, you were gonna go Tyreek Hill. You hate Tyreek.
No,
Hill.
I was gonna go DK, but I wanted the 2-2 split.
Okay. You want to be like, yeah,
all right. I'll go Tyreek Hill.
I want it to be at my hands, not Jay.
I'll go Tyreek Hill.
DK.
Okay, Tim, you did it. You knocked Tyreek Hill out of the bracket, Tim.
Get out of here.
Congratulations.
Tim,
we are down to our final
single-handedly knocked out Tyreek Hill.
Single-handedly.
Single-handedly.
We've got our finals. It is Devonte Adams versus DK Metcalf.
And I think you're up.
Didn't I just vote first?
Did
Josh,
you?
I'm pretty sure. Oh,
wait.
Eric?
Maybe not. Yeah, Tim was last.
Yeah,
I thought it was Eric. Yeah.
Oh, so It is my turn. Yeah, Tim just voted last, so it is my turn. Okay, I vote first. It feels weird having a 28-year-old wide receiver be your number one dynasty wide receiver, but that's where we are. I'm voting for Devonte Adams. Like Josh said before, he's incredible, and he's got a couple years left with Aaron Rodgers. I'm not worried about that. Josh,
let's go DK.
Whew.
I like how this is shaking up.
JL,
Devonte.
Also,
DK.
G-Man J says no way DK is greater than Hill. I agree with you.
I took Hill. You can't fault me for it.
I took Hill as well. Tim, you said DK?
I say DK. I like the age, and I just think he's just crazy. He's just
Eric,
a specimen.
You've got the deciding vote. You are determining the champion of this.
This is very relevant, right? You got, on one side, let's talk about GameStop, right? You got your institutions, who they favor, right? They favor Devonte.
Easy.
He's the logical choice, right? But this is a big week. So, I have a couple shares of GameStop.
To the moon.
I think it's time we put the power back in the hands of the people. Sorry, it just worked out.
DK Metcalf is our winner. The 3 seed coming through, knocking out Devonte Adams in the final round. Undisputed, 100% accurate. The best dynasty wide receiver, according to this scientific method, is DK Metcalf. Jay says he likes DK more as a person, but Hill is very talented. Swamp says, excuse me, DK would eat Hill. He is a big person. Let's get wet. Okay, we decided that, but you know what, guys? We don't have too much time to dilly-dally and celebrate DK's win. DK, your trophy's in the mail. We will add your name to the slideshow. Very important. But we have another very important bracket to jump into because we've got about 20 minutes left. This is the best. Oh, I wrote best animated show. I'm going to update that. This is the best animated comedy. You guys can go ahead and see the 16 shows that we have on there. I know we missed some. There's so many, but these are the ones we ended up going with. Who went first?
Ones worth putting on here.
I went first last time. So Josh, yet again, wow, that worked out. Josh, you're going first on this one again, which means Eric,
good to me.
You're going to have the deciding vote again if we go in the same order. So Josh, very first matchup, the Simpsons versus the Boondocks.
I'm going to go with the Simpsons here. It's not my favorite show in the world necessarily. Boondocks is a good show. It's a classic, though. The Simpsons, sit back, relax, enjoy the Simpsons.
Jay says you guys are drunk. Well, maybe at least one or two of us. Oh, wait, is Samurai Jack
still on there?
Oh, shoot. I meant to take Samurai Jack.
You might not have saved it after a recent update.
I did not save it, so I'm going to I'm going to update that real quick.
So what's up, guys? DK Metcalf, best fantasy receiver ever. I cringe.
I told you to take Samurai Jack off there, Simon.
Did Josh and I talked about it? I just never pressed save on accident. That's my bad.
Samurai Jack.
Is SpongeBob in there?
Kids shows were not.
No, kids shows are not. We're gonna do a separate kid shows.
We're talking about kids shows.
Kitty shows.
But I was about to say, I almost, when we were talking about this again on the phone, Simon, I almost was gonna say we could kind of put SpongeBob in there. You know what I'm saying?
That will be in the children's show category. Okay.
I almost suggested Courage the Cowardly Dog because I'm pretty sure that is no kid show.
Ooh, it's definitely not a comedy, but it's kind of funny.
That's true. Yeah, this is before we went to comedy.
It's kind of funny though.
Good question from Swamp Nola right now.
Ooh, Angry Beavers.
Who's the number one? We're back.
Swamp said, who's the number one drafted rookie from this season or rookie running back from this season in the next season?
So redraft?
JT. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
I can't remember anybody.
Eric, Tim?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Cam Akers, Antonio Gibson, DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins.
I'd actually take Cam Akers. I love Jonathan Taylor.
J.K. Dobbins, the jersey I'm wearing, but if we're talking about number one draft, it's Jonathan Taylor. He's going to be your first round.
What about you, Eric?
Yeah, I'll take Jonathan Taylor.
Unanimous, except for Tim.
No, yeah.
JL.
Tim, my second would probably be Cam Akers.
I'm going Boondocks.
JL's going Boondocks. Tim, Boondocks or the Simpsons?
I mean, it's the Simpsons. Sorry.
I like a good underdog.
Yeah, I've never seen an episode of Boondocks. I've only seen it in the comics section. Probably dating myself a little bit, but Simpsons.
Okay. I'm going to go for the Boondocks as well. I enjoy watching the Boondocks more. I know the Simpsons is a classic, but the Simpsons wins anyways. The number one seed advances.
They predict the future.
JL, you've got the first vote here. Adventure Time versus Rick and Morty. Yeah, Sean says the Simpsons, so it came true. JP says true.
I feel like I already know that I'm going to be very angry in about a minute and 30 seconds.
You're going to be extremely angry.
It's Adventure Time. It's not even close. Dale. It is like worlds away. It's Adventure Time.
Tim, Adventure Time or Rick and Morty?
I love both of these shows.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna go. This is harder than any of the NFL ones, honestly. I'm gonna go Rick and Morty.
You handsome son of a gun.
Actually, you know what? You're right. Adventure Time, because when Beeboop takes his
I
batteries
really
out,
hope
and
Eric is not an Adventure Time fan,
he
though.
pops his batteries out his back, and he faces death and does not care.
No.
He faces death, and then he just falls onto his new. It's crazy. BMO,
Josh, you say that like my vote
You are
already determined.
you are.
You don't even know what I'm going to vote for.
Like, listen, and I was talking Tim into Adventure Time like an idiot over here.
The crowd is so pro Rick and Morty. We might get a riot if Rick and Morty doesn't win. Swamps is Rick and Morty.
It's fine. We can handle it.
I literally will quit. I will quit if Adventure Time wins this.
Jay says,
I will quit.
You're dead to me.
If it doesn't.
Sean says Rick and Morty not even close. And then Sean says Adventure Time is weird. That Ice Wizard guy is a pedophile, isn't he?
Wait,
I think you might be
Rick and Morty too.
No, because the women that he steals are like hundreds of years old.
Yeah, Princess Bubblegum's like a couple 100 years old.
Yeah.
That's just pretty thick.
They just look like kids.
JR says, all right, I'm 6 episodes in. They just put Thanksgiving turkey in the dryer. When does it pick up?
Like towards the end of the first season, they start to find their characters, and it becomes like all their characters shift. Jess never really gets that much better.
Yeah, Jess just stays the same.
Schmidt stops being a douchebag and becomes kind of like, I don't know, like OCD, eccentric. Winston becomes super weird. Nick becomes more weird than he is. But yeah, that episode is tough with Genslinger and everything.
Yeah, that one's bad. JP says Rick and More too.
I'll vote for Rick and More too. Not Rick and Morty though.
Eric, where's your vote going, Eric?
Is it me? Yeah, I mean Rick and Morty have a ton of Adventure Time, so I'm voting for Rick and Morty. Like they're always on adventures.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate you, Eric.
Do it.
Pickle Rick.
Okay, Josh.
Pickle Rick is pretty great.
One of these shows I've seen most of and really enjoyed. One of these shows I've actually only seen a couple episodes of.
Oh no.
Who knows?
Doesn't matter because Josh is gonna go.
I've watched all of Adventure Time and I freaking love it. I am voting for Adventure Time. Yes. There's gonna be a riot in the streets that we picked Adventure Time over Rick and Morty. But Josh, this is your favorite show of all time.
Down with the establishment. Down with Wall Street.
If I were to pick a show to win this bracket, it would be Rick and Morty.
No doubt. That's where your vote goes, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't make it.
Adventure Time isn't horrible, but like, oh my god,
you're right. It is not horrible. It's fantastic.
This is a let's get dry moment.
Let's get dry.
It's so dry right now.
It's
so dry.
This is when we lost Swamp. He stuck around through all of our other shit, but Rick and Morty under Adventure Time was the final.
Stuck around through the bathtub.
Rick and Morty's so good, guys. It's so.
It is good. Sean says hashtag front yard is dead to me.
I don't care.
Distrusting. I don't even know what that means. Tim, we're on to the next. Distrusting.
I trusted you guys before, but now I am distrusting.
Disgusting. Okay, that makes more sense, I guess.
Tim, this one's actually tough for me, but what are you going, Archer or Big Mouth?
So
made a comedy.
We're gonna get over this.
I don't even care what happens the rest of this bracket.
My gut is definitely telling me Big Mouth because I love Big Mouth. So I'm going with Big Mouth.
Oh, shoot.
Eric, Big Mouth or Archer?
Really tough, but I'm like so let down already.
I've literally never even heard of Big Mouth, and Archer's hilarious, so I'm going with Archer.
Okay.
Jake used to said Rick and Morty's top 5 here. It's top 1. All right.
That's your brother. You bullied him into his opinions. He can't even think for himself.
He can't make his own decisions.
Swamps is not fair though because Archer has more seasons. Yo, I don't care that it has more seasons because Big Mouth is the funnier show. I'm going with Big Mouth.
Absolutely.
Josh, Big Mouth or Archer?
I love both these shows, and this is extremely tough for me. But there is one show I like more. I've seen all of both. I haven't seen actually the new season of Big Mouth, so I got to get on that. But Big Mouth wins.
Big Mouth wins. And JL, where's your vote?
So funny. It's so funny.
I've seen like 2 episodes of Archer. It is not very funny to me. I have never once seen Big Mouth, but based on what I've heard, it is also not going to be funny to me. So it doesn't matter. Go wherever you want.
Pass. No vote. No vote.
No vote. Yeah, we'll just submit it. Scores 3-1. JL held out.
That's the way I like to win, baby.
Okay, our next matchup, and I've actually never seen one of these shows, but Josh,
what in the world is that show?
Solar Opposites is
never heard that before.
And he was trying to think of a different one.
Josh told me, I'm not sure if anybody else has ever seen it, and I said, I bet Tim's seen it because he has seen all TV.
Yeah, I watched all of it.
He literally said that.
Who's got the
and
first
I'm going to tell
here?
you, if you haven't seen Solar Opposites and you like Rick and Morty, I love Solar Opposites.
It's like the same thing. Yeah.
Well, if you like Adventure Time, check out Midnight Gospel on Netflix.
I bet it's better than
I wanted to put Midnight Gospel on here.
Me too, but
I
no
wasn't
one's
sure.
seen that.
Eric,
I feel like Sean would like Midnight Gospel.
I'll go.
Put that on there.
I'll go Family Guy. I do actually know what Solar Opposites is. I think I'll probably like it more, but I haven't watched it yet. So
it's so good. The Wall, Tim. I love.
It's so strange. The whole episode is insane. I loved it.
I'll have to watch it after this. Some homework. Swamp says season 3 Big Mouth was rough. Jay says Archer is overrated big time. In direct opposition to Sean. Never heard of Big Mouth. I love Archer though.
Watch Big Mouth. Watch Solar Opposites. Solar Opposites only one season out. It's on Hulu. It is so good.
Swamp says OMG Solar Opposites is great, but I vote Family Guy. Okay, it's my vote. I've never seen Solar Opposites, but I do not like Family Guy anymore. I loved the first couple seasons, but now I just like
golf or work.
I've never seen it, so I feel like I have to vote Family Guy, but this isn't because I want to. Josh, you're up.
I like Family Guy. The earlier seasons were really good. They suck lately, honestly. But so I'm gonna go Solar Opposites. They're just not trying anymore.
JL?
I like you, Simon. I am not a fan of Family Guy. It's not my humor. I will go Solar Opposites, a show I've never even heard of.
Tim, you're deciding. Will the 13 seed Solar Opposites, the show that 3 of the 5 of us have never seen, advance against Family Guy?
Oh man, I am living for this. So I will say that Family Guy obviously has a big following. You know, it's been around for like 13 seasons, something crazy like that. It's like the rookie, right? You don't if this is a dynasty league,
Rick and Morty was
Solar Opposites is going to get like maybe 2-3 seasons, but I only need 2-3 seasons. That's all I need. Solar Opposites, send it. Get rid of Family Guy.
Oh my gosh!
If you guys haven't seen Solar Opposites, watch it. It's different, but it's good.
Rick and Morty was screwed.
You know, about Adventure Time.
Rick and Morty had a really rough first round matchup. That was not a fair first round matchup for them. They probably would have made it much further. He says, I demand a refund. Jay says, this is disgusting.
Guys, hey, listen, I'm with all of you guys, all the people that are chatting right now. It's disgusting to me as well.
Listen to me. Don't listen to Josh. Listen to me. Adventure Time is one of the greatest shows ever created. Rick and Morty doesn't hold a candle to it.
Jimmy says, this is criminal. Jim and Jay says, I demand a recount.
You could have just delayed the inevitable, let Rick and Morty get to the end, and then let Adventure Time still win. So
Psalm says, I'm so dry right now. Well, you know what sucks? All you guys got these really interesting ones, and I feel like I've got South Park versus the Cleveland show. The Cleveland show could just go somewhere else. South Park's the clear winner here. Josh?
South Park, my favorite shows of all time, and Cleveland show sucks.
I know you don't like South Park either, but what are you going here?
Well, obviously, if I didn't like Family Guy very much, I don't love Cleveland show very much, but I don't understand why anyone likes South Park. It's not like I never laugh at it. It's not funny. It's like the most obvious humor.
They're so smart.
Is not clever at all.
They frame situations and make fun of the general public. It's great.
It feels like they just go for shock humor, which is not like
definitely do that.
Kev says I just got that, but I leave. JP says if Cleveland show wins, I'll be sick.
Can you imagine?
Don't tempt me to throw my vote.
I've never seen any of these shows except The Simpsons, but I support the crowd. Down with FYF. Press conference in front of 4 seasons, total landscaping in 10 minutes. yes, wait.
Oh my God. Maria's going to get me a shirt from that. They're like selling shirts now. I should have worn it.
So where are you going?
Great if I was like, whoa.
What's your vote here?
I'm going Cleveland show.
What? Okay, Tim.
I was planning to give Eric the broom to go for the sweep, but South Park, easy. I mean, they have some really funny moments.
I don't think I'd watch the Cleveland show if it was the last show on television.
It did get canceled, right? Like, I think.
South Park wins 4-1. We are on to our next one. Who has Josh? You've got the first vote.
South Park had such an easy first round matchup.
Guys, Listen up, though. Listen up. I love both these shows. I like American Dad so much more than Family Guy. Guys, if you haven't watched it, it's actually pretty funny. It's not the same show.
Bob wants to know who the hell voted for Cleveland show. That would be JL.
I hate South Park. It's terrible.
He said there's some degens here.
Degens from up country.
Bob's Burgers is good. It's just not like too many LOL moments.
Shut your mouth. Bob's Burgers is the greatest show on this list, maybe besides one other one.
Adventure Time.
My bias is showing.
Just because of that. No, I'm joking. I'm going to go with American Dad. I actually would rather watch it.
JL?
It is Bob's Burgers by a landslide.
Tim?
Bobby B.
Bobby B.
Eric?
Agreed.
And I'm going to put it 4-1. Bob's Burgers over American Dad.
Bob's Burgers Archer crossover was hilarious. It was actually an Archer episode, and like he like it's amnesia or something. And he's like just at Bob's Burgers. It's really funny.
JL says, I seriously have to reconsider our friendship the way you're voting.
Oh, we're still friends?
Jay.
Oh, I ended that months ago.
And Swamp says, did y'all not see the Bob's Burgers Archer crossover? I did. It was very funny.
Thank you, G-Man J, for saying American Dad's very underrated.
American Dad is underrated. I like American Dad. It just went up against one of the behemoths in Bob's Burgers. Sorry, you just ran into a giant in the first round. We are on to Futurama versus King of the Hill. JL, you got the first vote.
Damn it, Bobby. I'm going Futurama.
Tim?
Futurama is going to make a deep run in this bracket, I think. Futurama is classic. Good stuff there.
Eric?
Yeah, I agree. Futurama.
Man, I would have loved to see the Cleveland show against Futurama or King of the Hill.
I'm actually gonna vote for King of the Hill. I think it's really, really funny. I like the dry kind of humor. It kind of like King of the Hill reminds me of Letterkenny, like as an animated series, like the type of humor. So
that should have been on the
sitcom
yesterday, actually, probably.
Letterkenny should have been on the sitcom show yesterday. Josh, the vote's over. It's 3-1, but I'm
gonna go with Futurama. I really like Futurama.
Futurama is so good.
It's kind of Rick and Morty-esque if you watch it. You know, it's pretty smart.
Everything is Rick and Morty-esque to you.
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, Solar Opposites is done by the creator of Rick and Morty.
The Wire is like really close to Rick and Morty if you think about it.
Jay says, Josh,
very futuristic.
Jay thinks you have the best taste in shows. Josh slash Jeff. And now Jay? I am dead to him as well. It is me and JL that are now dead to him.
Jay's the man.
But who just voted last? Josh just voted last. So that means Tim's voting first. Regular show or Bojack Horseman, Tim?
So, Simon, I know Bojack is your favorite on this list, but I wouldn't consider it a comedy. I know it has a crazy amount of funny elements to it, but it is just a depression show for the entire series. And I love it. I think it is the better show, but I think the regular show is funnier overall. Breathe.
Simon is
Eric? Tim, I thought I could count on your vote. Oh God! Is this gonna be my Rick and Morty moment?
I wrote some Bojack. I think it's funny. I've never quite gotten real hyped about it. Don't even know what regular show is. Never heard of it. But I'm going to stir the pot, and I'm going to go for regular show just to see how this goes.
Oh no!
Well, I know where Josh is going, so
he's going to sweep.
My vote. Okay, BoJack Horseman is maybe my favorite show of all time. Period. Not just animated. I love it so much. It's funny. It's depressing. Sometimes you're so sad after you watch it, you have to cleanse. But sometimes you're laughing so hard you're crying. I'm going BoJack Horseman, and it's not even close. And if this loses, I'm gonna jump off the window into traffic.
So guys,
he likes both. He can't pick one. Well, you should pick. Oh God! Actually, he goes regular show. Damn it!
Set yourself up.
Damn it, Josh, don't do this.
Everything you just said, Simon, is absolutely correct. It is such a good show.
Here comes the butt.
And it's kind of sad, but
here comes.
I'm still gonna go with BoJack Horseman.
Oh, Mr. Egg.
Okay, well now I know what JL's doing. He's got spite in his heart for me. But I voted for Adventure Time. I just want you to remember that. I pushed Adventure Time over Rick and Morty.
Okay, if I advance BoJack, can I count on your vote on the next round?
Sean, they up again.
Real fast. American Dad is way better than Family Guy.
Yeah, I agree. Who are they playing in the next round? I don't even remember.
Futurama. Ooh, that's a tough out. And then Adventure Time Simpsons.
in the second round.
Wait, where were we on the score?
It was 2-2.
Okay, yeah.
I will vote for Bojack to give it another chance if you let Adventure Time pass Big Mouth.
He said an if. He said an if. Are you doing it?
Well, I was going to vote for Adventure Time anyways. So, spoiler alert.
Bojack, boom.
There we go. Bojack advances over regular show.
I don't understand it. I don't see what you see in it. I've tried to watch it 15 times. My cousin, who I respect a lot, was like, "Oh, if you liked Dave, you got to go watch that." And I watched it again, and it's just it really means nothing to me. It just seems like it's literally just a show where nothing happens, and it's just depressing.
It's incredible.
Bojack is absolutely the better show. I just wouldn't consider it to be in this list of shows. That makes sense.
Well, it is.
It has comedic elements, but I wouldn't call it a comedy, is all I'm saying.
I didn't laugh every time I watched it, so that's fair.
Okay, Eric, I believe you're up, right?
Yeah, so
Simpsons Adventure Time, our first second round matchup.
I'm actually going to abstain from this vote in protest of Rick and Morty. I'm going to support the people's wish. They should get what they want.
I also abstain from
set
the
a
vote.
precedent.
This is a bullshit. This is, bull crap. Yeah, Rick and Morty should be here.
Okay, so Jail, Tim, me and you, the three of us get to decide who wins this one. The Simpsons or Adventure Time?
I'm going to turn around too.
This one's tough, but I think I'm going to go with Adventure Time.
Tim?
Simpsons.
And I'm going to go Adventure Time. Adventure Time. Josh and Eric, you sure don't want to throw your vote in
You
here?
could have gotten Adventure Time knocked out right here, you bozos.
Yeah, you could still knock it out.
You could have spited me, yeah.
No, we're good.
I don't really have enough say in this. I feel pretty similar about both these shows, honestly.
I think Simpsons highlight reel is probably more content than most of these shows.
Definitely. What? Obviously is yeah.
Because they've been like 50 seasons, but still, that's incredible.
Swamp says this stream is like a Josh Dynasty question. Sucks,
I
but
love
good
that.
enough.
That's
It
so
might get a headache.
It sucks, but it's good enough, and it's fun.
Kev says Rick and Morty lost to Adventure Time.
Yeah.
I love this. Yes,
Kev. Yeah. Yes, Kev.
So, we just lost all of our biggest fans. Jim J says, Rick, you're joking, right? Adventure Time over the Simpsons.
Simpsons is garbage.
I voted
Jay is the type of guy who's like, he goes, yeah, you guys see the serial killer over there using some recycled pun, and then he's like, he's got no sense of humor. You can't trust him.
I don't know. What you just said was not very funny, Jail, so I don't trust your sense of humor.
That's what I'm saying.
That was great. I love it.
Okay, Eric abstained last round, so I get the first vote this time. I love Big Mouth. I'm going Big Mouth over Solar Opposites.
I'll even go Big Mouth here over Solar Opposites. Watch Solar Opposites out, guys.
Dale?
Well, I'm looking for the weakest opponent to Adventure Time next round, so I'm going to go ahead and say Solar Opposites.
You are trying to rig the bracket. Tim, Big Mouth or Solar Opposites?
It's the game, baby.
Big Mouth.
Eric, Big Mouth or Solar Opposites?
It's the battle of the show I literally know nothing about. The battle of the show I've seen one picture of, which is Solar Opposites, so I pick Solar Opposites.
Solar Opposites, 3-2.
Solar Opposites is good, guys.
Oh, Big Mouth's going to slap Adventure Time. Just you wait, Jail. Just wait.
Jim and Jay says, wow,
I'm going to clip your tears.
He was a terrible
I can't wait.
That might be true. He might not have used that one. But
Swamp
something.
Says this is my favorite series of comments. Swamp says this stream should never exist after this. Also,
so much
Big Mouth.
also Big Mouth.
This is Josh creates a separate live stream and everyone follows.
It's called FYF Josh. I mean, FY Josh. 4-year Josh.
4-year Josh. Okay, our next matchup, it is South Park versus Bob's Burgers. And Josh, you've got the first vote.
South Park. One of my favorite shows of all time. And it's great. It's probably going to lose, though. It's okay.
Tim. Or no, Jail's next.
Jail?
I'm going Bob's Burgers.
Tim?
I'm going to go South Park. Grew up with South Park. Seasons like 3 to 8 were prime. It's just
Eric?
back.
South Park or Bob's Burgers?
South Park.
Oh, yes! Let's go! It won! I did not expect South Park to win this one. I really didn't.
Bob's Burgers is my second favorite show on this list. I'm really sad to see it go. I love Bob's Burgers so much. I'm going Bob's Burgers, but I do like South Park. Oh, man.
Bob's Burgers.
And now Now we've got Futurama versus Bojack Horseman. Who gets Jalen? You get the first vote now, right?
List, I believe.
What's your favorite show on the list?
I'm going Futurama.
Tim?
Oh, Futurama. See, Jail's just stabbing you in the back, Simon. That's all he's doing.
Eric?
Good night, Simon.
No!
Good night, sweet prince.
Well, we all know where I'm going. I'm going Bojack, even though it's a lost cause. Josh?
Futurama. It's a funnier show, and it's just,
4-1 sweet.
It's pretty clever. It's pretty good.
Okay, so our last 4 remaining shows are Adventure Time, Big Mouth, South Park, and Futurama.
Not at all what I thought was going to be there.
Me neither. There's only one of the top 4 seeds in there. We've got the 9 seed, the 12 seed, the 3 seed, and the 7 seed.
I love it. March Madness, baby.
Holy crap.
This is wild. Okay.
Do the seeds mean anything?
No. It's
okay.
just.
I didn't know if you based it off of something.
No. South Park better beat Adventure Time when it comes down to it.
Because I will scream.
It gets tough.
Who's got the first vote here? I forget.
Is it me? Jail, did you vote first last time?
I think it is Tim.
Yeah, so I'm going Big Mouth. Big Mouth is really funny.
I redeem myself.
Okay. Eric?
Never seen either. Have to take a stand against Adventure Time, so I'm voting for Big Mouth.
Why?
United we stand.
And,
after all I've done for you. Adventure Time.
Good night. Big Mouth is one of my favorite shows. Big Mouth wins over
Definitely going Big Mouth.
Yeah, how are you gonna wow me when you just voted Bojack out, you son of a
I said I would vote for Bojack that round if you voted for him in this round. I wasn't saying I'm gonna vote him all the way through.
Against the Simpsons.
And I did vote for Adventure Time over the Simpsons.
No, I didn't say the Simpsons. I said the round against Big Mouth. I specifically said the round against Big Mouth.
You would have lost anyway. You would have lost anyway.
Sneaky son of a gun.
You got knocked out on a technicality.
Well, I got knocked out because my co-host is a sneaky minx.
Adventure Time out of here. Adventure Time's like the new girl of this bracket. Let's be honest.
The fact that these 3 shows are left shows that this scientific method is flawed.
It is
Josh, what do you vote for? Big Mouth. Okay, JL, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. I'm guessing your vote goes to Adventure Time. But 4-1, Big Mouth advances to the finals.
Get it out of here.
Guys, Big Mouth's good.
Just wait.
We've got
every vote from now on will be stab in the back.
Big Mouth. Kev says BM, bowel movement, or Big Mouth. Demon J says yes, down with Adventure Time. says let's get wet. So happy. People are celebrating your demise, JL. But we've got the next one up: South Park versus Futurama. And Eric is up first.
Yeah.
Go on South Park. This is an easy one for me.
Well, I didn't vote for either of these guys in the last round. I voted for Bob's Burgers and Bojack Horseman. So I'm a little upset.
Big loser.
Yeah, these guys killed you.
Eric voted South Park. I probably also have to vote South Park.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to South Park too. And then quick. It's one of my
Futurama.
I was probably going to say Futurama too, but they're both so good.
Yeah.
Nice job, Futurama. Good job. You had a good run.
JL is really upset about. We've got Big Mouth versus South Park for the title of best comedy show.
JL's out of here. I don't know if he did that on purpose or not.
Says I've never watched Big Mouth. I'll have to give it a try. Swamp says I have more memories with Futurama. That's my vote, but I'm good with either winning. Honestly, just glad Adventure Time is out. Really,
advanced.
I have to put a disclaimer on Big Mouth. It is not for everybody. Be prepared. I watched it the first time and I was honestly a little shocked. I was like, "This is kind of weird." It's
honestly almost as educational as the Magic School Bus, if I'm being straight up with you. I wish I had watched Big Mouth growing up.
Yeah. Seriously, actually, it's so good. Give it a shot. Don't just watch the first episode and be that shocked because I was at first. But it's awesome.
I watched it on a plane. I shouldn't have.
I think JL's throwing stuff in the comments anonymously. He said, thanks for watching the Fantasy Football Game Show by FWF. This is the end of your free fantasy. The show is over. Goodbye.
All right, see you guys.
Kev says, watch BM with your mom.
Yeah.
JL, come back. Come back, JL.
No, I miss you, JL. I love you.
Okay, well, I get the first vote on this final one. It is Big Mouth versus South Park, and I'm going to go with Big Mouth. I like Big Mouth more than South Park. Josh?
I don't know, actually. I'm gonna go with South Park. I love South Park. If Rick and Morty's not gonna win this, I'm glad that South Park is at least in the finals. Both of these, I'm happy.
South Park.
South Park, Big Morty. Yeah. Both of these are great shows. So,
JL?
I hate them both. I'm going Big Mouth just to stab in all of your backs.
Tim, are you going Big Mouth or South Park?
It's not even a stab at anybody's back, baby. Big Mouth.
I want to write in Adventure Time.
John Mulaney.
Eric now is going to win Best Animated Comedy, huh?
I'm just really sad that I didn't get the chance to break a tie. And,
I didn't want to give it to you twice.
Thanks,
Tim. Go with South Park.
Yeah, I know. I wanted the glory.
Eric's going with South Park. Our winner of Best Animated Comedy, I did not see it coming, especially with JL on here, is Big Mouth.
It's official. All of my friends have terrible taste. Scientifically determined.
We have terrible taste in friends. Sean says, I need to watch Big Mouth, New Girl, Solar Opposites. Oh, man. Some people are happy with this.
Really just
I have
New Girl,
not
Sean.
Adventure Time.
Swamp, you're dead to me.
Okay.
Joe, real quick, which shows do you actually like here other than Adventure Time?
Because
maybe it's you.
That's actually not a bad point.
I said I like The Simpsons. I like Boondocks. All the rest of those shows are garbage. And Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers is excellent. Bob's Burgers is excellent. It should have went much farther.
I agree. Bob's Burgers and Bojack
You shut
Horseman.
your mouth over there.
JL.
Liar.
Adventure Time's not a bad show. It's just
at least it got farther than Rick and Porky.
It happened.
Eric, what's your favorite show on this list?
Josh is gonna kill me after this. I love you, Josh.
G-Man J. Let's go out.
I'm probably Rick and Morty guy.
Sorry. Wait, what did you say, Eric? Josh rudely interrupted you.
I'm probably Rick and Morty guy. I just think the show's so creative. Like they just are different, and I wish there was more seasons. Maybe I'll watch it. I actually screenshotted this whole bracket, so I have some shows to watch now because I don't know what like a third of them are. So
that's a good idea. I need to watch Solar Opposites.
There's no way you could argue that any of the shows on here are more creative than Adventure Time.
I think you could argue.
I would say Futurama
is the most creative show on this list.
Creative.
Yes.
Yeah. The Simpsons literally predicts the future, dude. Like
that's not creativity, Tim.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty creative.
That's a different skill. That's a whole different skill set.
If I was creative enough to predict the future, then I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be in Tahiti enjoying Mai Tais on the beach.
Who predicts the future? Simpsons?
Yeah.
They predicted.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this straight. The Simpsons are like what's the Aquarius and all that? What's it called?
Astrology.
Astrology, yeah.
There's another word I'm thinking of, but yes, they're like astrology. It's like the astrology signs. You just throw enough shit at the wall, eventually something sticks.
That is 100% accurate.
Yeah,
but it is funny when they do hit something.
You know, The Simpsons does have an incredible ride at Universal Studios, so maybe I should have voted for them over Adventure Time. It's freaking awesome. You get chased by a giant baby. Jay agrees with Eric and Josh as Rick and Morty is the best one on here. Swamp says, I love all of these shows. I think what he's saying is he loves the Cleveland show the most out of everything.
I think that's what he said, yeah.
If he could vote for anything, he would get the Cleveland show all the way to the end. Guys, thank you for staying here a little bit later than we usually do. This was very important science that we were accomplishing today. We had to determine once and for all who the best Dynasty wide receiver was and what the best animated comedy was. And definitively now, Eric, you cast the deciding vote. You're leading the revolt. The DK Metcalf down with Devonte Adams, down with the establishment. DK Metcalf is the number one Dynasty wide receiver. But in the final round, Tim, you were the decider. Big Mouth took down South Park as the title of best animated comedy. This was fun, guys. I know.
Quick, other third one. Best stock.
What is that? GameStop.
Get into cryptocurrencies.
Everyone buy Dogecoin. Don't forget.
This is not financial advice. Yeah.
I'm not a financial advisor. Don't listen to anything I say.
Bitcoin financial advice. Do it.
No,
trading
don't
makes
do
it
that.
fun.
Jeff is not giving financial advice.
That is fantasy advice.
We are not liable for any money you lose.
Sell all your front yard fantasy stock. Do it quick. It's going down.
Okay, I'll sell it. It really can't go down much further.
Share prices go negative? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
So the Simpsons, Family Guy had good starts, but both have fallen a bit. Futurama is his favorite, though. And then he says maybe you could do a bracket of Adult Swim shows. Yeah, that's the one thing. There were a lot of Adult Swim shows that didn't make the list. Squidbillies, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Robot Chicken.
Oh, I thought about suggesting Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, there was a lot of those guys that didn't make the list. Maybe we'll throw that out there sometime. Thanks, Sean. Great show. Thank you, Tim and Eric, for coming on again. It's always so much fun having you. And without you, I think Jail would have manhandled Adventure Time all the way to the end.
Josh wouldn't have let that happen.
Cool. We will be back on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Josh, you already said your piece. Tim, Eric, do you guys have any last words before we jump off?
The only reason I picked Adventure Time over Rick and Morty was because BMO did that one really, really funny thing, and that moment is funnier than any Rick and Morty moment. The rest of the Rick and Morty moments are probably funnier, but BMO, just classic, just falling over.
It's the one smart thing you said, Eric. It's the one smart thing you said.
It's my waffle video. That's what it is.
Eric, any closing comments?
He's muted.
He's muted.
So
You're muted.
What'd you say, Eric?
Still can't hear me?
There we go.
I have no words. I froze anyway. I don't know what my last word is. I'll get it to you next week.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Ricky, I'll go for it. Rick and Morty is the best.
Go put it in Discord.
We'll see you guys next time. Adios.
Bye-bye.